In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Talking to you, Bill. Welcome to Centauri Stir Fry. How the heck are you? Hope you guys are being excellent to each other out there. Today we're dusting off another old school piece. This time it's the Sideshow Collectibles Green Lantern Premium format. This is the original version. I think one of the first DC licensed quarter scale too. I think it was either this or Joker. I'm not really sure. They also came out with a second version of this that I think is pretty cool. It's got some nice attributes to it, but honestly I didn't really like it as much as this one. Also Prime 1 had a really cool one based on the New 52 costume that I thought looked great. I thought it had a lot of cool elements to his powers. And I think Matt Collections did a really great review on that and unboxing, but I don't know what it is. Sometimes these older pieces I just dig and they don't have to be super detailed to deliver that message. So I think this is a really cool piece. They made a like an EX version where this hand comes out and he's got a big old flaming like green fist. What are you gonna do when you're in a fist fight? First thing you're probably gonna think of is a giant fist. I mean, usually the first thing I think about is a big clown shoe going right to the nuts. So that's what I would do. Go right for the nuts. My experience with Hal Jordan is kind of limited. When I was a kid, I liked Emerald Dawn 1 and 2. I really enjoyed that storyline. But honestly, I'm more of a Guy Gardner fan. That probably says a lot about me, but I like Guy Gardner. I think he's awesome. I would love to see a quarter scale statue of him. I think he's freaking funny and cool. I like his boots. He's got class and taste. I got this. I got this Green Arrow and Green Lantern by Denny O'Neil and Neil Adams, and I had this signed by Neil Adams. I was at a con and I just saw all these books. There was no line at the time. Just a bunch of books, and I was like, oh, yeah. I saw this, I was like, man, I gotta read this. I haven't read this yet. I hear this is good. And I hear this guy going, oh yeah, it's good. It's good, all right. I look up and it's Neil Adams right there in front of me. Just sitting there. I was like, what? I didn't see a line, so I didn't look up until he said that. And I was like, wow, it's not. So I got him to sign it for me. And it says, for Jake, Neil Adams. Let's see, right here on the first page. It's not the special, it's not like this is worth anything. He just signed it for me, I thought it was kind of cool. And that was probably one of the better experiences I had with them. Usually they're not good. So I liked, as much crap as I talk about Neil Adams, I somehow have a lot of things signed by him. But also, you know, if you haven't read this, it's a great one. If you haven't read, like, Rebirth from Jeff Johns, that's the classic, epic, huge DC stuff that I think really just, like, man, he just nailed it, I thought. I love Jeff Johns. If you're, like, want to check out some newer stuff, I would definitely, and before you say anything, you know, you're like, oh, new stuff, oh, that smells like farts. No, I'm not reading that trash, that garbage. Well, I think you should probably give Grant Morrison and Liam Sharp's newest Green Lantern run a shot, because it's kind of cool. It has a lot of Golden Age elements to it, and it's not bad at all. It's actually kind of a fun time, and the art by Liam Sharp is freaking amazing. So, with that, let's get into this. It's the Sideshow Collectibles Green Lantern Hal Jordan. Oh yeah, here we go. Let's do it. Zip. Okay, for size comparisons, we have the Sideshow Collectibles Green Lantern Premium format next to the Coon. Come on, little buddy. You're a damn hero. Hal Jordan, premium format, looking pretty cool. This has a light up feature. The base lights up, the ring lights up. A lot of you probably already know that, but the EX was so cool. Probably one of Sideshow's best EXs, and I wish I had it, but it was really, really expensive at the time. So I just had to opt for this regular, normal, peasant version. I think it was probably one of their best EXs in my opinion. It's so cool. So it's a pretty old piece and it's still working. A little button back here and it has like 15 AAAs in there or something like that, I think. All right, here's the base. Kind of like standard rock base that almost every statue had to have back then. It's interesting. It's like regular rocks down here. You got this like encased power battery there. It's kind of grown into the rocks, and then out comes all this weird looking kryptonite from Superman Returns. You know, the one where Superman's like a stalker and he wears like short shorts. I don't know, strange. I think it was directed by that one weirdo, but it's pretty standard, kind of cool. It's all right. I'm just not sure what the heck's going on, but it's growing into this power battery thing. There we go. There's the light up effect, and it looks pretty good. Might be coming off a little bit brighter than it actually is on camera, but it does a pretty good job. It looks pretty decent. It has a really nice effect against his like glossy or reflective costume. And it's pretty nice, especially if all the lights are out, you know? Say you got a lady over, and you're like, hey, want to put on some Barry White and kind of just hang out? She's like, sure. Well, let me get some mood lighting. And then you turn Green Lantern on. She's like, what the hell is your problem? I'm like, shh, just go with it. That's how I got married. Now you can see that Hal Jordan never skips leg day. Never. Not once. I don't know how he must make like a light construct treadmill, and he does squats somehow up in 0 G's, but who knows. But it looks really cool. I really like how the light feature is kind of reflecting off his costume a little bit, that glossy paint they used, which I think is a really good choice. I think it looks great. We're coming up here and we're looking at the chest emblem, which looks awesome. I really dig it. I love the pose too. It looks like he's just jumping right into it like a gigantic space battle. There's an armada of like an alien invasion fleet, and he's just like, well, I got this. I'm gonna take care of this. Puts on the ring, goes right for it. Charges it. Well, he's got to charge it first. Okay, after he charges it, he's like, let's do this. Jumps right into the battle, and fun ensues. Because that's kind of what Hal Jordan does. He doesn't think, he reacts. He's fearless, jumps right in there. I mean, of course, if he gets his butt kicked or there's a problem, he'll have to reassess the situation. But his first instinct is to get in there and take care of business. There's the power ring. The power ring's still working. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Beware my power. Look at this dude's back. I mean, how does he find time to work out in space while he's like saving the world with the Justice League or hanging out with Green Arrow, like, you know, punching hippies and KKK members and stuff like that? I don't know. Somehow he finds the time. I mean, look at that definition. I can tell you one thing he's not doing. He's not eating the occasional pot pie like me. Even my wife liked this piece. And I think I know why. That's why she liked it. The dude's been doing squats. Okay, here's a look at the head sculpt and the upper body. He's just leaping into action, getting ready to take names. Kick button, take names. Out in space. Space names. He's gonna take... I like the head sculpt on this. I think it's awesome. Come around here, you can kind of see this vein coming off his square heroic jaw, which looks cool. The mask is perfect. Look at that coif. Look at that thing. He spends a lot of time on that hair. I don't know how he does it. He's probably got a blow dryer and like a light construct comb, and he's just kind of, I can just see him trying to get that dude ready before his battle. Looks good. I think that's one of the cons of this piece, though, is probably the overall size of it, and probably like the skin tone. When compared to like the newer version, man, they can do a lot of cool things with today with flesh tones and the resins they use, how the paint is applied. And it just seems like they do a better job nowadays on flesh tones. But it's still not bad. It's a great sculpt, but I think the paint has definitely improved over the years. Oh yeah, it's just, I'll take care of it. It's a nice stirring look. I love it. I think it's great. Not a bad piece. Look at that hair. Oh yeah, feathered, like a champ, like a champion. Damn legend. Okay, that was a look at the original Sideshow Collectibles Green Lantern. Man, 2013, I think this when this came out. So it's definitely old. He's got a little gray in the hair, maybe around the temple, maybe even in the trunks down below. Who knows at this point. It's a pretty old piece, but it still holds up. Light-up feature still works. It's a nice, solid, quality, well-sculpted piece from a long time ago. It seems like 7 years is a long time in the statue world. So I think the biggest con of this is just the size when compared to like Batman or Superman, the original Sideshow premium formats. He does look a little undersized, but I think it's okay. It's still cool. I think he's pretty close to quarter scale, but you need to like kind of put him off to the side. You don't want him standing next to them or he's gonna look a little weird, like a little kid, like a little cosplayer. So you don't want that. But still, a great piece. I love it. Guys, there's a lot of really cool reviews about this thing. It's been out forever. You know, a lot of bigger channels, but sometimes if you like slumming it and you want the opinion of a working man, come here. That's what I'm here for. So, and I appreciate when you do, okay? So that's gonna do it. Remember, spay didn't do to your pets. And fear is the mind killer. We'll see you next time.